Video called "This is the edgiest anime of all time." So let's take a look at it. Ignore the lawnmower in the background because somebody's cutting grass in my yard. Oh, the link will be in the description down below.
Kirito, a terrible web browser. Q-chan! Do you know what all three have in common?
Guess they all suck.
Edge. Edginess is something that many of us once hailed as the epitome of cool. Sitting alone at lunch with a black hoodie on to look mysterious. Using Bart Simpson crying as your profile picture and thinking Linkin Park made good music. But as you grew up, you realized that people just thought you were an antisocial loser or the Unabomber. You never even watched The Simpsons, and Linkin Park did make some pretty good music. There's a very fine line between what is cool edgy, like The Eminence and Shadow, and what is edgy.
I never seen Eminence and Shadow. It's probably a good show, I do not know, but I'm not gonna watch that stuff.
For the sake of being edgy, like Dead Man Wonderland. And Arifureta is definitely the latter. Arifureta is an anime currently premiering its third season.
I remember seeing this stupid show. This guy dies and becomes an edgelord and marries this vampire chick, and then somehow marries all of these women. I like her the most, the sword lady.
Season, which is still pulling massive numbers. So together let's take a look back and break down one of the edgiest anime of all time. Humans and demonkind have been fighting for generations, but recently demons have learned to control monsters. This drives humanity to the brink of extinction. So God summons heroes to this world to save it. Heroes from our world.
That guy has no eyes. Look at that. No eyes. What happened to his eyes? Where's his eyes? Who cares?
This is obviously done for self-insert reasons, but I've always found it funny when a god is looking for heroes to summon. He's like, "Oh yes, Genghis Khan, the first Khan of the Mongol Empire, known as the Universal Ruler. Ah, Itu Julius
Caesar.
Caesar, the uncrowned emperor. Oh yes, Jimmy, the man who averages 12 hours of screen time a day, known as a father's greatest failure. He will be the savior of the world." Anyways, a group of students are summoned to the—
Look at all these losers. Let's see. They're all gonna die, I bet you. All of them are gonna die. Just saying. I don't remember this anime, but I bet you anything, they're all gonna die.
this world with their
This guy right here looks like he's 45 years old. What's he doing here with all these teenagers?
goal being to clear labyrinths to obtain their powers. However, while in a labyrinth, they fall into a trap where what I can only assume is a creature that came out of Final Fantasy IX stood before them. While trying to escape, one of the party betrays the protagonist, Hajime, because, and this isn't a joke, this is canon, because he gets far too much pussy. After getting blasted into the unknown, his edgification begins. He loses an arm, starts making funny faces, even begins saying lines that might be said by people that listen to My Chemical Romance.
I don't want to die, even though it might be for the best.
On the brink of
Yes, it would.
death, he discovers e-girl bathwater, which instantly heals all of his injuries. How convenient. He begins capturing monsters in a very wily coyote type way, eating them, which for some reason gives him their powers. Thank goodness this isn't in our world. Imagine eating a horse and then suddenly rich white women want to ride you all the time. Actually, maybe I am hungry enough to eat a horse. Meh. Eating monsters further increases his edginess, turning his hair white, which is why this is the very moment you will realize if you love or hate the show. Because from this point on,
Now I have white hair. Orale, it's Tokyo Ghoul all over again. Hold on, let me try to find an edgelord voice for this guy. Oh, I'm so down and depressed. Oh, I'm just down and sad. Oh, I gotta kill everything. Oh, the world sucks. Everything sucks.
he will exclusively speak in one-liners like he's always trying to clip farm.
敵だというなら
俺は神だって殺す。
With his new ability, he, don't ask how, creates a revolver, which may make this the coolest show ever. After clearing 30 floors in 30 seconds, dear god someone get this man an SAO, he runs into a woman sealed inside of a cube.
邪魔したな。
待って、お願い。
あのな、こんな奈落の底のさらに底で、明らかに封印されているようなやつを。
どうして？
Were you gonna blow him or something?
何でもするから。
Salutations, fine huz. Yue is a vampire royal who was sealed away, just like in Skyrim. They also took away all of her clothes, just like in Skyrim mods. Together they create a new goal, clear.
Wow, now he got someone for his harem. Now he gets to get blown all day. Where's my chicks?
The labyrinths to gain their powers so that Hajime can return to Japan. Eventually they make it to the final boss of the labyrinth, where what I can only assume is a creature that was taken out of Final Fantasy IX stood before them. This is going to be a reoccurring theme of every single fight. They'll do this big, they're alive! Wait, now they're dead!
Somehow,
はじめ。
returned.
Almost nobody good ever dies. If you can explain how this woman is still alive to this day, I will buy you the new Hatsune Miku skin in Fortnite because she looks pretty dead to me. This could probably be avoided if people would stop trying to assassinate people with miniature retractable knives and stabbing them in their appendix. If they do decide to kill a character, they are evil or they kill Reggie. No, not Reggie, take me instead. Even if a main character dies, they will just manipulate their souls and
This girl right here is not actually a girl. She's a vampire. Shows I think she's 1,000 years old or something. Yeah, that's how old she is. I think. I haven't seen the show in a while, so yeah, that's right.
give them a new body. I apologize for underestimating you. I didn't know you were capable of going that far. Yuta Kotsu! To defeat the PlayStation 1 Hydra, they stand perfectly still while bullets rain down on them, drop edgy lines, even lose an eye to increase his edge.
I have lost an eye. Grep, I cannot see with one eye. I am the edgiest of all edge. My edge sandwich shall taste good tonight.
Edginess before defeating it. When they reach the end of the labyrinth, a ghost tells them the truth of this world. Labyrinths were created by the Mavericks, who give special powers to whoever beats the labyrinths so that they can use that power to defeat God. Because God is the one who keeps creating conflict in this world for entertainment. Right about now, you're probably thinking, I created this exact plotline when I was 12 with my Legos. Robotic arm, missing eye, white hair, super edgy, everyone is evil except the protagonist, women love him more than lonely women love cats, other characters exist to get beat up to show how strong the protagonist is, God is evil. I mean, this show clearly was written by a group of ghostwriters in middle school.
Oh no, kids. Stop watching this stupid show. This is for stupid people.
All it's missing is an ending that says, then he woke up. For clearing the labyrinth, he is given make whatever you want powers because why not? He creates motorcycles, airships, and an orbital strike. How does a young lad like himself know so much about advanced engineering? This thought-provoking question was also asked by Big Dick Lion, a man after my own heart. A light novel reader then informed us that his dad is a video game dev and his mom a mangaka. He helped both come up with weapons, outfits, and vehicles. No. If you know the concept of how something works and have a basic understanding and have the tools that are basically shortcuts, I'm pretty sure you can make any vehicle/weapons. No. Wait, did he just make a Humvee? I take it back. This may be the greatest anime of all time. Normally, I would explain everything that happens in the show, but the show is just kind of a loop. Someone desperately begs,
I have no eyes and I have hair. I have no eyes, but I can see nothing.
Hajime for help. He then rejects them multiple times before helping because
No, I'm not going to help you because I'm edgy and I like my edgy sandwiches.
A real edgy man denies people 3 times. Peter. No, the one from the Bible. You have to remember that if the protagonist is edgy, the villains must be the worst person ever, like Ellen or Tom Holland. Oh, look at me, I'm Spider-Man and engaged to Zendaya, fuck you. This is a Templar Knight. Do you think he's racist, evil, sexist, or all of the above?
All of the above, all of the above.
Ding 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 ding, good job! 60% of the villains are evil because they're incels. Many of them want to get laid, but can't, and they keep doing this
Sounds like me for real.
bit where it pans to show how little play they get, then shows how much our edgelord protagonist gets.
だって見てよ、ほとんど別人じゃん。
おまけにモテモテだしな。
Does everyone just really hate that he gets women? It's not even that difficult. You just hit him with a salutations, fine huz. After the villain sets up an ambush that fails, a fight ensues. Now, the fights of Arifureta are awful for 5 reasons. Reason 1, these are the most Mary Sue fights that I've ever seen. There's a brain-controlling flower that is growing on Hajime's head, which wilts away from his sheer coolness. No! Shia is turning into stone, but what if she had magic that cancelled out Medusa's magic?
Wait, that happened? I don't remember that at all. I probably fell asleep.
This ship is lava-proof! Lava-proof! Reason 2, no, anything but that. Not the lion, snake, goat,
What the heck is with the CGI? Or 3D? Or whatever?
eagle. These monstrosities look like I made them in Blender in 30 seconds. After seeing these, I'd like to apologize to the awful CGI that I've criticized in the past. Shield Hero, I am sorry. Overlord, I am sorry. Fate Stay Night, you tried your best. This is mostly due to production problems from the first season, where the author stated in 2018 that I writhed in pain every time I was sent scripts/storyboards.
Look how they massacred my boy.
To briefly summarize what happened after that, lots of people were fired, they switched animation studios, and the anime got remade from scratch. Reason 3, the lack of animation. Sometimes they run out of scented colored pencils, so they make it a slideshow, or while fighting they will pan to a mountain. Oh, that's a rather nice mountain. Also, there are many instances where their attack
My favorite character, I don't remember her name, but never mind.
don't connect, but they do? And if there is more than a singular enemy, everyone will stand still, even though they're CGI. Reason 4, the choreography must have been created by the same people that made The Last Jedi. Let's break down this fight. This guy is in a 1v4 situation. First, he knocks these two to the floor. This guy in return does close-up magic to distract him. Suddenly, these two get back up, swinging their swords in a perpendicular line so that he can duck. Then he somehow teleports past those two, shoulder checks the guy in the back instead of using that sharp object in his hand. Next, the fourth guy goes to attack from above because I guess a direct stab wouldn't look as cool. He dodges, uses cover your eyes magic
Why is it green?
to then punch a metal helmet. When another enemy goes in for a sword attack, he teleports behind him to knock him out. By the way, he doesn't have teleportation magic, but he does have clothesline magic. The end. The 5th reason is because every fight ends by either killing the villain or, in most cases, they let them escape for no reason. I felt like the Punisher watching this. I'll kill every one of them! I'll kill every single one! It's not like he has a problem killing either, he's just too busy aura farming to finish the job. Yes, Hajime, we see the fit. After each arc concludes,
He's just a retard.
watching the show, I almost gained a 6th sense. Oh, yep, that girl right there, she's getting added. She has far too much character design. Welcome to the team. This is very much a you've seen one, you've seen it all situation, because there is not a single trope missing from this show. They even break out Old Faithful multiple times.
まあ、ベタといえばベタだよな。
I have to give the anime credit. The show is amazing, as long as you don't ask who, what, when, where, or why, and watch with your eyes closed. The determination of if you like the show is completely dependent on if you like Hajime.
Hello, I'm Edgelord Hajime. I am the edgiest of all edgelords. I'm here to eat the edge sandwich. Nice to meet you.
I didn't like him at all. I found him overly edgy, unlike my good IRL friend Kirito, but
I hate Kirito too.
Then I saw him cutting grass with his gun and I changed my mind. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. It's all perspective. For example, I loved 80s action films like Rambo, just a guy doing sick-ass stuff, even if it made no sense sometimes. It's the exact same here. It's fun to see him randomly turn on creative mode and shoot a bunch of people, just never count how many bullets he fires. Reloading is a luxury, not a necessity. Although his edginess can backfire, like when he refuses to save his old friends because one of them betrayed him. What about the rest of them? Not all of them are bad. You can't judge all of them based on one experience. This is a racism argument. This is how I would argue against racism to an old person. Fortunately, his edginess does mellow out a lot by season 3 because all edges dull out over time. Ooh, that's a bar. Write that down. Write that down. I will also never diss the intros from Arifureta because it's one of the few that I can always guess on Anime Music Quiz. The voice actors also deserve a massive raise, especially one of them. I don't like what she says, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. The plot, on the other hand, was awful. It kept jumping back and forth in time, like Assassin's Creed, but nobody wanted to play as the office worker, put me back in the simulation. It was paced like a bunny rabbit in heat, leaving the plot on the back burner, while the fan service was on the...
What the heck is on her face?
Front burner? They make a lot of plot happen off screen or turn it into a collage of photos. Arifureta also has the most MacGuffin characters. No offense, Mr. Fish, you are the greatest thing in this entire story. But he shows up just to say, there was a young merfolk that was abducted by slavers. What do you think they're gonna do next?
Adopt her.
The dialogue is awful. It's hard not to zone out anytime they start talking. The dialogue boils down to spamming one-liners.
奴らはもう俺の敵だからな。まとめて砕く
I'm not as weak as I used to be!
やるかどんな存在だろうと。必ず殺す。
Then die!
One-liner. There's another one.
Ancient magic, and we'll destroy anyone who gets in our way.
We'll destroy anyone who gets in our way. See? Every single line is a one-liner. He's
Because I am-
Instead of just doing the one-liner, just kill them. That's easy. Good.
No
lord.
intention of putting my life on the line for this.
I knew it. I knew he was going to say a one-liner.
You could say that before he starts speaking, Gluda. It wouldn't matter.
Or they're having a serious conversation about the end of the universe as we know. Hey, it's been a while since we talked about kissing Hajime's perfect mouth. Me when they say they'll do anything to repay him for the 30th time? This is actual porn dialogue. The women all got reduced to sex jokes and pregnancy lines. I will give you the bad half of the UK if you can name one personality trait that Yue has that does not involve being in love with Hajime. She might be the biggest glazer next to Madara.
He could heal wounds without even weaving a single sign. In every jutsu he attempted, he was in a class by himself.
Hajime's power came as a real shock to the demons, but you know, what else is new?
The anime felt embarrassing to watch. If someone came into my room and asked what I was doing, I would rather say I was playing Overwatch 2. They kept unnecessarily putting in scenes where they were naked or in questionable situations. A man can only see so many bunny butt shots in a fight. This is a special part of my video I'm calling
Holy crap. That's a lot of women.
my favorite moments from Arifureta. This first scene is called Captain Obvious.
You're bleeding!
This may
No duh.
be the best comedically timed clip of the show.
Please don't do this! I want to stay with you!
Throw her back in the ocean.
This is a turtle riding on a dragon, which don't make me hate the show the entire time just to put this in here and make me fall in love with it. To understand the popularity of Arifureta, we must understand the caliber of humans we're dealing with. I still remember the first time I saw this epic entrance from Hajime, almost as good as Naruto's for the fight against pain. No, it's not even close. Maybe if Naruto showed up on a butt plug like Hajime did, it might have been closer. Because he's a Sigma male, and if want to do something, he just do it. He's not one of those pussy-ass, awkward, and coward MCs. He is the real deal. Thank you, Mario Stein. But the more research I did, the more I found myself respecting the community, but not Mario Stein. From what I saw, most of them know that the show is awful, but they like it in spite of it, and that's something that I can respect as a Cowboys fan. Most communities that are obsessive over shows
I'm an Eagles fan.
are miserable, but these guys were pretty nice. They even answered some of my questions. And it's not like I don't understand the appeal of the show. I like bad shows too for the same reason. Did I like the show? Fuck no. But its two saving graces in my eyes was Lemon and Humvee. This may be the most unoriginal, repetitive, and edgy show. Oh, there's no second part, but that's just my opinion. Who knows, you may love the show, lots of people do. 0 out of 10, make another season, I'd watch it. Why is he running but he's shooting up? My bullets curve up when I run in a straight line.
Wow.
Why is she just glitching up and down?
They can't afford gravity anymore.
You think so?
Good.
1,000,007,000,000, 1,000,008,000,000, 1,000,000,009. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Sorry, I was just counting my fame when I'm about to hit 100,000 subscribers. You know, billions come in. It just works like that.
The link will be in the description down below.